Okay, so this is episode 5, I'm pretty sure, and some of the points that I had were, first of all, like Jake, the Arizona guy who called at the ending of the episode before this one, saying that he confessed to killing Shelly, and then, like, as we talk to him more, well, Kim talks to him more, we figure out more about him, he mentions that he stabbed his summer camping trip roommate twice in the chest. Well, I guess he didn't mention that, but, like, it was her, you know? And then he left the scene, and what he said for that was it was a lot of build up and different emotions. I thought that was definitely a point. And then the whole he had an affair with Shelly and an argument, so he stabbed her 3 times and then left the decoy knife and threw the real one away. I thought that was interesting because I don't know, it obviously doesn't like make sense for what happened because she was assaulted, not like argued with, so I mean maybe she was. So, and then Jake claimed that he wasn't the one that started the fire, and then, like, they talked to him more, like, the detectives, and they figure out, like, Jake's story, and Jake's story doesn't line up with Shelly's house, or the situation that happened at all. Like, he said that, she had a fireplace in her apartment, which she didn't, and then, like, the whole argument was inside, and so everything that happened was inside the building, but that wouldn't account for the blood outside, or, like, the shoe print, or like the matchbook or anything. Um, and then so the charges were on Jake for about 3 years, but he didn't get anywhere farther than a plea because obviously like his story didn't match up, nothing made sense, so he wasn't the one who did it. And he also didn't even know Shelly, so which was later found out. Um, but his first encounter was hearing about the crime that happened, and since he had figured that no one had since the since he had figured that the police had not found a suspect, he decided to throw himself under the bus because of the whole thing that happened with Eric, and I think he was diagnosed with like personality disorder or something. He was diagnosed with a bunch of 2 different things, but so he jumped onto it because he just was super depressed and he really was aiming for that death penalty, I guess, because that's what his intent was. So, but Jake mentioned Angelo and said that Angelo started the fire, but he also didn't even know Angelo. He just knew of him. I don't remember how, but he knew of Angelo, but he didn't know Angelo or Shelly. So then Angelo got called in. He got accused. He got charged. He got arrested, and Angelo was not happy. He was pretty upset. He was swearing up a lot. So, and he wasn't being the most cooperative, and that was the whole thing. Like the whole interrogation. Yeah, that was a lot for him, I could say. And then Angelo was really happy when he found out that the real murderer had been caught, and the first thing he went to do was tell his family, and they didn't even know what to do at first because it was a lot for them to take in. But he was very happy to the point where he was crying, and I think that was good for Angelo because he didn't do it. So, but yeah, that was all the points that I had. So, thank you.